everyone. My face is not here. One moment. How are we all doing? Let me try and sort out my Okay, that's a different camera. Switch back to the original. Hello. Okay, I'm here now. Um that was slightly inconvenient. How are you all doing? Are you ready to do some writing? I was just starting to write my plan of action when we began this stream. So my plan today is to finish writing chapter 6. Um, I want to do some analysis on it. Hello, Emery. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing? I want to do some analysis on it and uh, work the tension, and then after that I want to go over the what's the word for it? I want to go over the plot and see if I need to change anything. Because since starting the story, I've added bits in, taken bits out, and the chapters have probably changed enough that at this point I want to make sure that I've not got a blockage there. So yeah, what are your plans for the day? What are you doing while listening to the stream? Are you doing your own writing? Are you doing something else? Yeah, would love to know. Keep me company. Let me just move my wires. Yeah, so I've included what I had already. I'll probably do a bit of reading as I'm kind of scanning through. And yeah, see how things go. Yeah. Open up Novelcrafter. So yeah, we're on chapter 6. So we're getting, getting a good bit through Act 1. We're starting to get to the point where maybe not quite the point of no return, but that point where the call comes and she's, someone's trying to kick her in the butt. Okay, so Nikki is working on their outline and chatting with the characters. Yeah, I might do a bit of chatting with my characters as well. That can be a reward. Chatting with characters is always good. What story are you working on, Nikki? Okay, let me close the window as well. Oh, Emery is customizing some prompts for editing. Oh, do say, come on, spill the tea. What you what kind of editing prompts are you making? I always love to go try a new prompt. Okay, bloody hell. Yeah, that described it. The Hydra Gardens vomited a stream of coughing, staggering workers, damp cloths covering their mouths from the smoke. Nearby buildings were shuttered, a futile attempt to stay safe. Delilah pulled up her own shirt, thanking whatever gremlin out there had prepared her. So that's implying basically because it's Delilah pulled her damp shirt over her nose, thanking whatever gremlin out there that had prepared her for this. I can probably get rid of that. A chunk the size of a shanty cart had been gorged out of the gardens, black smoke billowing in the streets. It hadn't reached the dome of the Varian sphere yet, but oxygen would have run out quickly if they didn't begin extraction. Fuck, Hero, what have you done? Is this even something we can fix? No idea, kid. Nicodemus glanced over at her. They'll have to open the vents again. Fuck, as if the yearly oxygen refresh didn't freeze off their balls already. If Kira had anything to do with this. Right. Yeah, that bit's okay. Okay, so Nikki says that... Oh, Emery first. It's one for finding and fixing repetitions I tend to make. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think that's something that I know I find a lot in my writing as well. That I'll like, I guess like we all have our own like AI-isms, so Emery-isms, Kate-isms. Um, yeah, I guess like identifying. I suppose what you can do is get the AI to identify the issues or the repeats, and like if it's an okay, and then you as a human would have to go through being like, yeah, this is an okay repetition, this isn't an okay repetition, and that kind of stuff. Nikki says that they are working on a a sci-fi space opera thing. She's been having fun using the chat to bring out my characters, to find out how my characters reacted to certain situations. Nice. Yeah, I think it's always good. Like if you're not sure how everyone would react, you can kind of. I like the personality it injects, um, in that sense. If Kira had anything to do with this. The acrid smell of smoke grew stronger with each step, making her her eyes water and her throat burn. Hazard control officers, their faces obscured by bulky masks, had already established a perimeter on the site. They were keeping workers in and watchers out, barking orders. Blended into a drone. At the edge of the perimeter, a guard stepped forward, hand raised. Nicodemus didn't break stride, pulling out his ID and flashing it. The guard nodded curtly, stepping. Line to accompany them. Thing was a throng evacuated. And more than one soaked. Delilah's gazed out. Delilah. Delilah looked from. Delilah looked from face to face, searching for Kira. She found herself hoping desperately that Kira wasn't due to work today, that her sister was safely tucked away in their cramped flat, oblivious to the chaos unfolding here. A commotion to their left drew Delilah's attention. An aristocrat, his fine clothes now smudged with ash, was arguing heatedly with a guard. His face was flushed with indignation, his voice rising above the general murmur of the crowd. This is preposterous. You have any idea who I am? I demand to be let out this instant. The guard, to his credit, remained impassive, not a bribe in sight. I'm sorry, sir, but the orders are clear. All personnel are to remain on site until the culprit is found, no exceptions. Culprit? The aristocrat spluttered. Are you implying this was deliberate? That's not my job. That's not my job to find out. You can wait here or in the Colosseum. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir. Nicodemus's hand on her shoulder jolted her back. Not back to reality. Back to attention. Come on, kid. Come on. As you're consumed with age, if you don't end it now, they'll have no one left to save. Come on, kid. We've got work to do. They approached her as. A hazard control officer. Oh, you can get rid of the adverb. A greenish tint. The officer stood aside. Uh, I want to make this twisted metal and shattered pine. Water gushed from the ruptured lines, creating a treacherous ankle-deep pool on the floor. Sparks flew from exposed wires, casting eerie shadows. Near to oh my god, what's the word? Weeks and weeks of food near to production. Weeks and weeks of food near to nearly fully grown. As he stepped around. "600 men flailing madly. But the problem's not the distance, it's what lies in between. I didn't do anything," he shouted, flailing. I didn't. Oh, you didn't do anything, he shouted, flailing madly. Oh, you didn't even know there was an incident. I was just trying to fix a leak. The guard ignored his protest, hauling towards the exit as they passed the leather court and bumps of the man. She knew him. Nicodemus! That's urine. He wouldn't. No, we don't fix this. We'll be in this. At the thick beams. I see fire, but there's no smoke. Do you think this? drop with a grunt. She pulled herself up. And Delilah throws the not globes. She isn't wearing globes. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Yeah, well, what we get with open arms. Um, um, as he asked, lowering something like that. Create the greatest warrior. Um, Has anyone been doing any experimenting recently with AI? Doing anything unusual, fun? Doing any fine tuning, experiments with prompts, like, you know. Guards. Corey says that he has been doing fine tuning on his MacBook. Nothing great so far, though. That's a shame. Like, because what models have you tried? Um, do you have? So ignoring Sonnet 3.5, which obviously best. Have you got a favorite fine tune or a least worst fine tune or model? Don't like. Cards. Actually, no. Staying. Oh, dissolve. Corey says okay, Llama 3.1. Been trying. Latest GPT-4 and mini copy edit is your favorite. Did you get the issue solved with the constantly decreasing amounts of response? Because I definitely found I tried like five, 4 or 5 beats, six, something like that. And I didn't see any decrease from the 300. Like it wasn't doing 400 as I asked, but it seemed to consistently output. But I don't know if that's maybe because of what I'd done. You haven't tried your Beat to Pros fine tune to. Oh, you haven't got. Oh, your copy edit. Of course, my bad. Um. Okay. Yeah, no, I want to retry my copy edit. Although I think kind of the issue I'm having at the moment is that my writing style is changing so much as I write different genres that I kind of almost need to work in the same universe to get the full effect of it. Like the stuff here I'm doing is very different to like the cozy romances I'm writing. Um, so yeah, it's kind of not super easy. Okay. Um, the conversation as the wires are still spark. But she a wooden stick. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting for. That's not really. Ah, my God. I'm just too fast for the interface sometimes. Sam would probably agree. Yeah, see, Claude has actually acknowledged that. Okay, I'm kind of curious. For those of you from English-speaking countries that aren't England or the UK as a whole, but mainly aren't England, what short forms of thank you do you have? Like, because in the UK we have like like thanks, ta, cheers, that kind of stuff. Like, is there equivalents in America? Um, just thanks. Is thanks the only one you've got, or is it just like in your area? Huh. I guess like yeah, as a regional, cause like tar's very much a Yorkshire thing. But no, that's fascinating. I'm getting any mention of rid of any. Emery says thank you. Oh, thank you kindly. If you want to sound super Canadian, thank you kindly. Thank you. Yeah, that does sound that sounds very Canadian. Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. I guess it's not quite a short form, but also I can get behind that. Pry away. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them. A soundbit hidden amongst. This is how we're getting out of here. Time sharpen the stop. Oh, what if she thinks it's someone who's like trapped? Debris? How do you spell debris? Does anyone know how to spell debris? Debris. Debris. That's why I kept going wrong. Thank you, Corey. What good would killing do when mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use? My friend is dead, our foe is blind, the blood we shed, it never dries. When you fed your inner beast, but my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. Sound gentleman. It is Kira. The sisters. Debris. No. This is our drunken French Claude who is obsessed with the cheese. No. I was like going debris or debris or debris. And age. You were reckless, sentimental at best. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friends can attest. Put your emotions aside. This is to make eye contact for what feels like an age. Then a guard pulls something out of the rubble. A pause. Okay, guys, let's do an experiment. I'm kind of curious just what will happen if I get this beat to be like... So on my presets, I have 150, 300, 450, 600, 1500. I'm kind of curious to see how it'll do with the different versions. So I'm gonna do a little experiment. If I'll ever sleep at night, I remind you I saw you as a friend. And now you're done this way. Oh my god, exactly 150 words. That is beautiful. And out of mind this way. This way. Okay, 311. Waste of effort spent. At least I know what I'm fighting for while you're fighting to be known. I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to add in each time. That was 450, wasn't it? 600. For after all, you're just a man. Okay, I think I already see what it's doing more interesting. Okay, I'm looking forward to reading these. Might not need the 1500. I think 600 is enough, but okay, let's go down to the bottom. Okay, guys, so Delilah's heart leapt into her throat. Oi, she shouted, voice cracking. There's someone down there. Guards swarm the area. Okay, so the 150 is like bare bones, literally just repeats what I said, like what I said, but sticks it into prose. I'm going to delete that. 300. Okay, very similar start, although it has her doing more. It kind of drags things out a little bit more. Okay. 450. Again, same similar start. Okay, he's not from above, but you know. Okay, I like this more. Okay. Um, what did I call these guys? Something officers. Um, um, I really should make a hazard control officers. Let's just make a codex entry for that. A combination of police, fire, and ambulance workers who specialize in disasters within the vivarium sphere. Specifically those that might contaminate the air of the city. There. I don't think she said oi. She's okay. I think there's like the 600 is doing like too much stuff. Okay, I mean that's cool that it's trying to get her to help, but nah. Although now I want to. Ah. Okay, actually, I want this. Okay, I minimized the tabs here. And one of them died too, in case you needed a reminder. You gotta say. Was revealed. And your enemy's closer. Not like this. So heavy. Kira, wait. Heading for the land of the giants. I love that you can minimize sections. Like, it makes kit bashing so much easier. Odysseus of Ithaca. Okay, so I like these. And then what I'm going to have now is Delilah fumbles with the dude. No. The chase. She is helpless. A Greek that reeks of false righteousness, that's what I hate. Ourselves. $300? And heart pounding it. Save her. Stop this minute. As he. Oh. Remember me. It's interesting how similar Claude is, even when it does the different lengths. Like, it's so consistent. What happened to you? We came across this. Let me bring you all some. The sound of pursuit echoed through the ruined Hydra Gardens. She could hear Kira's voice. I never thought that my Kira's voice codex entry would come up from We pay to live, the world does not tend to forgive. I've got all the power, yeah, I've got all the power. No, I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer. No, I don't play, I puppeteer, yeah. We pay to live. Okay, there was... I don't know if Kira would act like that or react like that. Is she still going to be... I think she's still going to be fighting. When a person is super angry. 100. If they are furious. Super angry. Totally technical term. Super duper angry. Coiled. Okay, I think I know what I want for this. Okay, I'm almost finished, guys, and then we can do the next step. Scene B. When Kira dragged past him. Huh. In acts of. So you know how I think some people have tried, like, you know how there's like drunk Brock, drunk Claude, like Scottish drunk Claude. After a stream, I mean, I'm not going to show it you because it's a very bad impersonation, but we were like, what happens if we give Claude different nationalities and like does their feedback change? And we were trying it with a French Claude, and oh my god, the amount of cheese that got mentioned was insane, dudes. Like, very, very stereotypical. It's interesting that it goes for a northerner for the English. That might be because I'm kind of writing more northern sounding characters. I don't know. Then again, I guess if I had a London accent, I'd like a Cockney accent, I'd do it in that. It's interesting. Chat was seen. But yeah, seeing Corey's debris definitely reminds me of that. Analysis. Yeah, the Okay, major. We effed up the planet vibes, and I'm here for it. Good, good. And boy, did you throw that spanner hard. Now let's talk pacing. Holy shit, mate! You got me by the balls from the get-go. That opening line, bloody hell, chef's kiss. You dive right into the chaos, and it's effing brilliant. The pacing's relentless, like a drunken night out that just keeps escalating. You've got explosions, evacuations, sabotage, and a effing family betrayal all rolled into one. It's like you're trying to give me a heart attack, and I love it. But here's the thing, you might want to ease off the throttle just a tad in some spots. Like when Delilah's up in the columns doing a wire checking thing, feels a bit rushed. Give it a bit more Oh, you've tried different ages. Oh, what different ages have you tried, Emery? And how has that turned out for you? I might give that a go. Um, there are many modes of control. Um, Characters. Now that's where you're shining, you magnificent bastard. Delilah feels real as fuck. Her desperation to find Kira, her shock at the destruction, her determination to fix things. It's all spot on. And Nicodemus, the gruff, no-nonsense mentor vibe is working for me. He's like a Scottish Dumbledore, but with more swearing and less magic. But let's talk about Kira for a sec. Holy twist, Black Man. That reveal was like a punch to the gut. I didn't see it coming and it hit me hard, but here's the thing. I'm not sure if I'll buy it completely. We need more setup for this. Maybe some hints in earlier chapters that Kira's not all sunshine and rainbows. Okay, so that's fine. We do have that. Obviously, it doesn't know these things. As for the scene's purpose, F me, it's got purpose in spades. This is a massive turning point. You've just blown up, literally, Delilah's world. Her sister's a terrorist, the city's in chaos, and she's stuck in the middle of it all. It's a game changer, mate. Now, let's dress the elephant in the room, or should I say the aristocrat in the rubble. What the F is Perrin doing there? It feels... Okay, but it's... Oh, I like that. Maybe have him show up later when Kira's being dragged away. That could work better. But that's literally when... oh, and that bit when Yoren getting arrested, that's gold. It shows the paranoia and injustice of the world. More of that, please. Now, onto the nitty gritty. There's a few spots where things get a bit confusing, like how deep is this water? 1 minute it's ankle deep, next they're swimming in it. And the layout of the Hydro Gardens is a bit fuzzy. I'm having trouble picturing it. Well, that's probably because I have also not thought about it in the slightest. As for cliches, yeah, there's a few. The whole sister such. Okay, 8.5. Oh my god, it does 0.5s. Okay, flesh out the Hydro Gardens a bit more. Slow down in a few spots. So most of that I had, well, those two I had covered. Maybe I'll make clear that the aristocrat earlier isn't. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Oh, last thing, more swearing. Lol. Oh, Emery says, lots of millennial slang when going young and lots of dearie when going older. Interesting. Millennials, like, I mean, like, I'm a millennial, but like, just barely. Like, interesting that it thinks young is millennial. Like, I would have thought it would have gone more like Gen Z. Okay, interesting. I kind of want to. Okay, guys, we're going to be just doing a quick detour. Um, because I kind of feel like the current one is. Okay. So I've just said born after 2000s. That means like what? 24 and younger. So definitely Gen Z. Gen Alpha is 2013, I think. So that's like 10. So definitely won't fit. Okay. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. I don't know if the have at it is also priming it, but oh fuck, muffins. Oh though, yeah, what's good? I'm here to give you some brutal feedback on your scene, but like, where is it? You haven't given me anything to read yet. Completely true. Okay, let's see what our Gen Z does. It's like Michael Bay. I don't know who Michael Bay is, but yo. Oh my god, it's using is yo something that Gen Z say? Do any of you know? Like not in the UK. Like is this an American Gen Zer? Dope. Do they say dope still? Okay, I don't feel that or this doesn't feel this feels like AI trying to be young. Um See a wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. Archive. Okay, well, that was a shame, but you know, still good to experiment. I see portrayals of betrayal and brother's final stand. Okay, let's chat with Delilah. Hmm. You know when you forget character chat with people? You know when you forget which prompt you're using? Yeah, hello. Or it's like when the cow who's like, I am human, skateboards. Yeah, I've not heard anyone say dope. So maybe it thinks it's a kid from the noughties rather than a kid born in the noughties. Maybe. Hey there, Delilah. Let's see what she says. Is me, and if I'm the monster, what if I'm in the wrong? Knowing he has done him right. Voice failure. Petition Coliseum. See, I'm using this now as a way to uh think next scene because I want to do a bit of changing up of things, see how things are going. Our ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Gen Z from Portland, Oregon. Do you know what a Portland, Oregonian sounds like? Because I don't, so I would need your help. Uh, I will do that after I finish this bit. Is there anyone else you... Oh, I like that. No rush decisions. That's what Nicodemus is always telling me. It really is. Wait. Gen Z actually use yo and dope. What? As it things just come all back circle. That just sounds like the 90s. Like, dude. Let's... float the whole time. Okay, let's go back. Prompts. I am going to go to archived prompts from, I don't know, Poseidon. Oh no. Restore? Bruh, these days. Okay. That must be an, yeah. Is that an American thing? It feels like an American. Um, you are an avid reader who is a Gen Z from Portland, Oregon. Okay. Things I do for you. Scene selection. I'm going to remember it this time. Do they say holy shit, dude? Vivid AF. Interesting how other drunk Claude was like, slow down there, and this one's like, now you're going too slow. AF is common, okay. Um, Yeah, all that shit. I feel like that is also a drunk ass opinion. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this sounds better. Okay, so maybe just being a bit more specific is it's now not using naughty slang. It's using Gen Z slang, which is different. Totally didn't do that. Lol. Like, is that the difference between America? Maybe it's like this has got to be like targeted for the for the British audience, not the Americans, because it might be too slow. Nah. Scanning for information. Sirens know about every route on the horizon. To my island. Also, it is so weird in this song to sing along with route instead of route, but I feel like you don't get the rhyme if you say it the English way. Okay, so maybe we can snoop around, see where. Okay, so I think at this point, so this fits in with my thoughts about um where I'm going to go next for this and sorting the plot out. Because in the original, like months and months ago, chapter 7 was like Delilah was sent to summarize scene. Delilah was sent to the Arconical Cathedral to uh keep her out of the way. But I actually want to have wait, because she was spitting, it got oh, what absolute wank knobs. GPT, dude. Dude. The land of Scylla. Dude. So what I'm thinking of doing is changing this a bit. I'm still going to keep these chapters. I'm going to put them later in the story. I want her to have time to reel from this first. So let's go here. Plop this here. I feel like maybe first we need like Delilah in the workshop. Get Demos to help her. She is down. Of trouble. And then this scene. Um, okay. Delilah hurries into the Arconical District. Okay. Life is a race. Takes to survive. I think that makes sense. What do you guys think? So have a bit more time of her processing before there's the bit where she like overhears the conversation. So she's kind of like already finds out that like the rebels aren't going to help her, like Ramus, etc., and Nicodemus isn't going to help her. So that's already taken two of her options out before she then is given this potential third option. I can also label this as Drunk Claudid 1. Tell me you did not think that would happen. Say you didn't know how that would end. Look me in the eyes and tell me, Captain. To help enhance the plot. No can do. Okay, it's done questions and then ideas. Nice. Okay, scene 1. Oh, Nikki says I'd let us stew a bit, worry about her sister and how it's going to reflect on her. If you can get Zora being mean to her as well, gonna make her desperate enough to go to Perrin. Yeah, well, it's... Yeah, so I was thinking, so, like, we have here... Because, like, we've got Zora in Chapter 8 before Perrin comes about and gives her the offer. And so she's kind of, like, exhausted some of her initial thoughts, bashed down by Zora, gets Perrin's offer, refuses it, tries to sort things out herself, speaking with the prison herself, finds out about like the huge like bail. It's weird, bail's not really a thing here, like bail money, but I mean this is based on Americans, so I guess it would be. And then I guess she decides to talk. So it's like it's like 4 or 5 chapters. It's not loads, but given that the rescue is only like the initial challenge, crossing the threshold. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Nikki. That makes sense. You don't know that's true. Why isn't it gonna? Can't go through with it due to guilt. Nicodemus doesn't want to get involved due to his own research. He tells Delilah that since the incident of... Did I put this in the law? Is it 47? I'm not sure. Okay, let me clear filters. 43. Oh, that's battle. Maybe it's in Nicodemus's. Pride is a damsel in distress, hiding away where only when you have your own law that you can't remember. For true nature will be revealed. Tell me. And more helpless throughout the chapter. Juice? Someone's gotta die today, and you have got the final say. How are all your projects going? Like the stuff that you're working on, your prompting, your writing. Are you feeling productive? Or even if you're not, like small wins. Judgment call, the one who makes kingdom fall. Lightning wielder, use and yield your. But anything perceived to be of. You're testing out your repetition prompt on a finished story. How's it going? Does it like, do you have to tell it which things to like point out, or does it point out things like, does it have a list that it has to follow, or is it like it will come up with like its own things? My open router account has just been topped up. What do I want to listen to now? Bit of who's ya. Okay, guys, his thugs want to know if Delilah knew. From your ideas. I'd rather take my whiskey neat. Wait, is it writing the scene? Yeah, my lips are free. You're too sweet for me. Think. Emery says, I give it a list of instructions for what to look for, what to ignore, and examples of good versus bad repetition, and then guidelines for how to revise. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. If you just get this error message, just send it again. Sometimes it just takes its sweet ass time. Nikki says, from chatting with my character, I've discovered that she's a lot better at keeping. I'm tired. She's a lot better at keeping hold of her temper than I thought she was. She even gave me a reasoned answer why she didn't start shouting. Oh, nice. She's like, no, 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 I did not react like that, you know. Hold your horses. Okay, so I'm going to go plan. And then I'm going to open up that chat as pinned. I'd rather take my whiskey neat. You're too sweet for me. No, she doesn't sit. She turns. Oh, let me. Chapter 6. And then I need to open up my snippet for my sample chapter. slower pace of work. Oh, my neck is clicking. In love, is that what? Have any of you been doing the monthly muse? Or still doing it? Are you looking forward to next month? We've been working a lot on it. Like the animations and like how you do all your like prompt selections are so adorable. Like seriously, they're the cutest things ever. Like I am so excited to begin it. I don't know the prompts this time as well. I've purposefully not been involved in the prompt creation, the prompty bit, so that I can have everything as a surprise as well. So I've just heard all the sound effects and seen all the animations, and they're so cute. I'm really excited. Oh, are they? Okay. I am so like I am really excited. Okay, Jacob, I've been using GPT Plus since January to work on a book. I just have been using it for working on editing, etc. I'm now wanting to go deeper into AI assisted writing. I'm just blown away watching this live. Oh, well, I'm so glad that you've caught us at a time where we've just been doing some like casual writing and like yeah, no, I Novelcrafter especially, but like prompting and stuff is it's really come on for how well the writing is. And like in terms of like the writing itself, like the prompt that I use for writing is so simple. It just uses a chapter of my writing to feed the style. It's so cool. Emery says I'm capable of writing a short story. Yeah, I feel you. Well, mine ended up being like 6,000, which was a short story, but like it was starting to creep up. I think also like if you're not in the habit, like short I think someone says like, what is it that I didn't have the time to write a 1 page letter, so I wrote you like a 5 page letter. Like it's so normal like to have that. I think my idea for next month, like for myself, because I will probably do 3 streams again. And I'm thinking of doing 3 flash fictions, like kind of incredibly short, like 1,000 to 2,000 words, and then kind of having them as like very individual, like 2 hours, just blitz it. That's my thought anyway. We'll see how that goes. Um, yeah. Jacob says, "Oh, yeah." I think that it is sometimes a little bit brutal when you're like, "Oh, that's really good. I wish I could have thought of that." Um, but if you're using your ideas and everything, like AI assisted writing is a great way of just getting your ideas out on paper and like you see how much editing. Okay. You see how much editing I do during these lives. Like I, and this isn't the only time. Like this is just the first draft. I will go through it at least like 2 or 3 times more, and like probably change things and stuff. Like this is just getting a decent first draft out there. Wait, your outline was 12,000 words. What the? Yeah, yeah. That might not be a short story. Um, yeah, I think I have to agree with you there, Emery, when your outline is more than a short story. Yeah. Nikki says that she's still working on the August one, but short stories are difficult. Yeah, they are. Yeah, again, I've never really written a short story before doing this. Um, it is hard. Oh, sorry. It is hard. Like I'm just there like um I guess it's like trying to work out like how much information you don't need and condensing it. Or like thinking of it as one moment in time, like a super long chapter. That's what a short story is, right? But yeah, I'm gonna try and do three short stories, I think. Like three like flash fiction, like 2,000 words to kind of really push the whole not doing anything, like not writing loads. We'll see how well it goes, but that's my plan. Uh, I really like that though. That's cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's fine. I'm fine. 15 minutes. I can do this. Finish that other chapter. I just want to get something written, a start for next week. So when writing this way using Novelcrafter, brilliant by the way. I know, right? Isn't it great? Do writers share AI as a co-writer, ghostwriter? I'm not sure. This is a difficult topic. If other people have their opinions, let me know. However, I probably wouldn't disclose it just because the sheer amount of, or like if I was writing under a pen name, I wouldn't disclose it because the sheer amount of like aggro that people get for using AI, like in general, is really big. As a mental health protection thing, I personally wouldn't if I was writing under a different pen name. I People don't disclose that they use pro writing aid to edit their novels. They So it's kind of, yeah, there's a lot of bias, but like people don't say if they use Grammarly to edit. And that uses AI. Like there is a lot of AI under the hood. You know, loads of computers run on AI. They don't say if their computer is AI compatible. I think there is issues when it comes to like if you were to do something entirely with AI from start to finish without your own ideas, just using the beats they give, you've still put the prompts in, but I guess you could then say maybe the AI has written it. But I mean, people don't disclose ghostwriters. Like, so many, celebrities put their names to books and don't say that a ghostwriter wrote it, and the ghostwriter probably did a lot more than the AI did. Like, the quality of your input directly impacts the quality of the output. So it's still heavily human handed. Other people will probably feel different, and there are a lot of schools of thought on it, and like I can appreciate that. Um, that's my take on it. Like I think AI writing is different to AI art generation. Like AI art generation can be a really like because pieces of art have been stolen and used as a whole. Whereas with writing, it's like fractions of sentences that wouldn't make sense. And like, yes, you can plagiarize things if you give the input of like, I don't know, the first paragraph of Harry Potter or whatever, but these sentences haven't been written with these characters in these scenarios. I think people will become more tolerant as the publishing houses are going to start jumping on this at some point. Like when it gets good enough. It's just something that I think you've got to make that decision yourself whether you want to um, deal with the flack or not. And that's a personal choice. I, yeah. You thought listening to a book like this on blank. Storytelling uses words as vessels to deliver a narrative. Yeah, I mean that storytelling uses words and vessels to deliver a narrative's essence to the hearts and minds of the readers, while writing is the technique of crafting a polished and grand vessel. I am a storyteller. Yeah, I think that's a valid view of it for sure. And I think you could definitely get away with putting that. I think that's a good way of phrasing it. It's very eloquent and pretty. Myself one day. I mean no, but there's pizza for breakfast. There's steam in the air. It's candy nut streets and the sweet side. It's candy nut sweets. It's for breakfast. And there's steam in the air. It's candy nut sweets and the streets are called sidewalks there. My town, where everyone has an apartment to spare, the skyline view, where even improbable dreams come true. The scent comes with a smile, a high five, and a side of cheese. I'm down on my knees. New York, I'm already talking the talk in New York. I'm already popping the cork 'cause I'm ready. Nico. She's giving him nicknames now. No one knows why. She's my kind of town, I'm her kind of street smart guy. I'll stroll up on Broadway and order a beer. I'll scream at the Statue of Liberty, hey lady, I'm walking here, my home. It's where everything's 70 stories high, where everyone kisses their blues goodbye. The cinema city I've waited the whole of my life to see. Are you talking to me? New York. I think it's a Nikki says, I think it's a tool. It can suggest ideas for me, but the decision of what to use and how to present them are still all mine. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a city of immigrants, but he will fit right in. Where even my father wants to hang out with me. Snow in the city tomorrow to see it come twinkling down. That's why they all call it Tinsel Town. Eh. Guess it's time to go. Ride that train. Okay, well, that's enough of a start to the thing. I think this is a good moment for me to log off. I feel like I'm at a decent point. I've got ideas for the next chapter. I am... Oh, I'm sorry, Salim. You've just said hello. Hello. But yeah, I mean, does anyone have any questions before I head off? I'm happy to answer anything you've got. Show you anything more? Let me know. Ain't no difference anymore. Way down. I'm just gonna... How did you get those options? Okay, so interrupt. Let me... 1 minute. Let me just copy... Steam Pros. So it is a custom prompt that that some of us on Discord have been playing around with, using sections to give multiple options. So let me I will share the prompt here, but I'll also show it you. Prompts. Way down Hades Town. Text replacement. Show don't tell. So the instructions are basically include this bit. Keep the original text and then provide 3 different options for the revised version of the prose. And then you have your sample output. And then there's so you have different essentially like codes that you can use that Novelcrafter knows what to do with. So it'll be this bit for here. So if I copy this to the clipboard and then I'll put it in the Notion document. So it looks like this one squiggly longer thing, but if you copy it and then go to prompts new, you can then create from clipboard. So that's how that works. But yeah, it's just this bit here. Kind of, we basically told it to give 3 options, and put them in sections. But you could just ask on any prompt, like yeah, you could I don't know do the expand prompt, and you could be like, please give 3 options. Does that answer your question, Entrapped? And does anyone else have any questions? Amazing. Okay, well, I've put that there and also a document on how to share the prompt if you need more questions. Well, Jacob, we do classes on Saturdays, and if you wanted to see some more Write With Me's, 4 p.m. BST. I on Wednesdays continue the story, do streams if you want to look at like workflow things. I'm always, and there's also the Discord linked in the description below if you want to chat to more people on our Discord server. Lots of people there, very willing to help out. Like, I say it every time I do a video, but the Discord community are babes. They are utter babes, and they're really sweet. So you will, you'll get a lot of help from there as well. But I'm always happy to answer questions during these lives. And yeah, no, it's all good. So yeah, I'll see you next. Well, I'll see you on Saturday, everyone. Should be at 4 p.m. Need to confirm that, but yes,